Before we begin, I want to remind you that this channel is dedicated to reminding you that life is short, so come back to Allah. If you find inspiration in these words, don't forget to share them with others, because every reminder brings you closer to Him. May Allah bless you. There are moments in life when we feel stuck in relationships, friendships, jobs, or habits that drain our peace, break our hearts, or distance us from Allah. But here's something powerful to remember. Allah always sends signs when it's time to walk away. The question is, are we paying attention? Today, I want to share 5 major signs that Allah is telling you to leave something or someone immediately. 1. Your heart feels unsettled and heavy. Have you ever been in a situation where something just doesn't feel right? Your heart is uneasy. Your soul is restless, and deep down, you know something is wrong. This is not just a coincidence. This is Allah speaking to you through your fitrah, natural disposition. The Prophet said, "Righteousness is in good character, and sin is that which wavers in your heart, and you do not like people to know about it." Muslim, when something weighs on your heart constantly, when you feel anxious and spiritually disconnected, this may be a clear sign from Allah that it's time to walk away. Pay attention to that feeling. It's a mercy, a warning before things get worse. 2. It takes you away from Allah, not closer to Him. Ask yourself this: is this person, this job, this habit bringing me closer to Allah, or is it pulling me further away? If something is constantly making you neglect your prayers, feel guilty about your actions, or lose your connection with Allah, then He is showing you that it's not meant for you. Allah says in the Quran, "And do not obey the one whose heart we have made heedless of our remembrance, and who follows his own desires, and whose affair has exceeded all bounds." No matter how much you love something, if it's taking you away from your faith, it is not a blessing. It's a test. And sometimes, the test is whether you have the strength to let it go. 3. You keep facing one hardship after another. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try to hold on, Allah keeps making things difficult. You face obstacle after obstacle, and nothing seems to work out. It feels like doors keep closing in your face. This may be a sign that Allah is protecting you from something you cannot see. Allah says, perhaps you dislike something and it is good for you. And perhaps you love something and it is bad for you. And Allah knows, while you do not know. Quran. Maybe you're holding on to something that will harm you in the future. Maybe Allah is removing it for a reason. Instead of forcing things, trust Him. Sometimes rejection is redirection. 4. You feel drained instead of fulfilled. If something is truly meant for you, it will nourish your soul. It will bring you peace, contentment, and a sense of purpose. But if you constantly feel drained, exhausted, or lost, then that's not a blessing. That's a burden. A good relationship should uplift you, not destroy your self-worth. A good job should bring you fulfillment, not constant stress and misery. A good habit should bring you closer to Allah, not make you feel guilty. When something is draining you more than it's benefiting you, Allah may be telling you it's time to move on. 5. You keep asking Allah for signs, and He's already showing you. How many times have you prayed, "Ya Allah, show me a sign"? And yet, the signs are right in front of you. We often ignore them because we are afraid of change. We ask for guidance, but when Allah removes something from our lives, we try to hold on to it even tighter. Allah says in the Quran, "And whoever places their trust in Allah, He will be enough for them." Maybe that friendship ended because it was harming your soul. Maybe that relationship broke because it was built on the wrong foundation. Maybe that job didn't work out because Allah has something better planned for you. Allah doesn't take something away except to give you something far better. But you have to trust Him. You have to walk away when He tells you to. Final reminder: trust in Allah's plan. Walking away is hard. Letting go is painful. But nothing is more painful than holding on to something that is destroying your soul. If Allah is showing you these signs, don't ignore them. Trust in His plan, and He will replace your losses with something far better than you ever imagined. If this message touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear it. May Allah guide us all to what is best for us. Comment below. Have you ever felt like Allah was telling you to walk away from something? And how did you know?